What's up? It's the Bobcat, and this is The Toughest Par, the show where I try to make par or better on the most difficult hole at every course I play. Today we've got the par 4 third hole at Marine Park in Brooklyn, New York. Let's make a 4. Set on Brooklyn's southern tip, the third hole at Marine Park plays straight into the prevailing wind coming off of Jamaica Bay and the Atlantic Ocean beyond. At 460 yards with undulating terrain and a tricky green, this hole is a grind from start to finish. Just a couple notes about this drive here. So from the tee box, it looks relatively open, like the fairway's pretty wide, but you can get into trouble pretty quickly on the right and on the left here. To the right, we've got this no man's land of links-style mounds. And by the way, if we have any Severance fans out there, they actually use the mounds on the 15th hole to film the goat room. And if you don't follow Severance, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So if you do go to the mounds on the right, you're guaranteed to have an awkward stance. You're either going to be on the side of a hill, or the ball's going to be way below your feet or way above your feet. It's going to make for a very difficult second. And from that angle, you pretty much have a blind shot into the green. Now, if you go left, you have a little bit of a bailout. There's about 10 or 15 yards of rough, and the rough is not that thick here. But if you go too far left, there's out of bounds, and what lies out of bounds is actually the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. So if you hit the ball out of bounds to the left, you're gonna have a stroke and distance penalty, and you might also have a lawsuit from hitting somebody on the BQE, God forbid. All right, so that was a pretty well-struck drive, and I still have 242 yards to the hole. I mean, this hole is absolutely playing like a par 5 today. Listen, my mindset right now is just play it like a par 5 and try to make a birdie. I've got, once again, 242, so I'm just gonna pipe a hybrid up there. I don't think I have any chance to get it on the green in this wind, so I'm just gonna try to get it close and get it up and down. All right, so that was a pretty solid hybrid as well. So 2 good shots here, and I still have about 60 yards to the pin. So that's just what we're dealing with today. So let me see if I can get this one close and give myself a chance to make a putt for par. What makes this pitch really difficult is there's a false front on the front left side of the screen here on 3. I'm gonna try to get it at least to the pin and hope I can stop it short. This hole is pretty damn tough today. There's been a challenge at every turn, but we're still technically in the game here. Let's give it a shot. I've played this green many times, but admittedly, I have no idea what this putt's gonna do. When in doubt, aim right at it. Oh man, I thought I had that one. Well, that's a bogey, but honestly, it kind of feels like a par. I mean, that was maybe the most challenging par 4 I've played all year. The cool thing though about holes that are that difficult is that, you know, if you're playing in your Sunday Nassau or you're playing in a competitive tournament and a hole is playing that difficult against par, even though it seems intimidating, it actually really presents an opportunity. If I was able to make the par there, like, you're picking up strokes on the hole or even winning a hole with a par, or maybe even avoiding losing a hole with a bogey. So I kind of feel like I made par, but even though I didn't, but it kind of feels that way.